Hi guys, this is Limit of London giving you part 4 of my Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. So I haven't been able to upload the past week, so we're back here today with the Undead Settlement. To the right here was the path to the Mound Maker's Covenant. This time we're gonna continue straight forward. Watch out for these guys. You may have noticed that the Undead Settlement has a lot of ambushes from behind and from the roofs and everything, especially these thrall enemies. The small ones are kind of hard to hit and they usually gang up on you. So we're gonna get this shield over here. And make our way over that bridge. Watch out for those guys throwing firebombs. Can take them out with arrows, but we're gonna meet them up there. So this guy, you gotta have an eye out for his bow. As you can see, it hits pretty bad. And it can go into a frenzy, hitting several times continuously, which usually results in stunning you and ultimately killing you. We're going to proceed down this way to get ourselves a fire clutch ring. And we're going to go down here. Soup some Estus. And around this building is a hidden item with a little ambush. There it is. And we're gonna tip him over there. In my experience, the greatest weapon in this game is gravity. So here we go. Next up, you want to roll down here, and you gotta watch out so you don't fall down to your death at the edge there. Gonna dispose of a couple of guys, get ourselves a Titanite shard, then move on to the next bonfire. There we go. So in here is another bonfire. And we're gonna lit it up and proceed up to the right, up this building. And the hanging body there, you can either shoot it down with an arrow, but we're gonna try with a crossbow here and test out our FPS skill. I guess my FPS skills didn't carry over to Dark Souls. No matter, just use the bow to get the body to drop down, and it'll eventually fall down there, and it's a partisan. Then you want to repeat what we did earlier and drop down here. Oh! Yeah, that was unfortunate. So that's what happens when you don't get the roll right. Anyways, back up on the building. I'm gonna meet a new NPC. So many enemies in this area. And he's just around the corner here.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man? Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
So he'll be back at Firelink Shrine, and here we get the hand axe, which is the starting weapon for the Pyromancer class. We'll see if we'll learn also some Pyromancy throughout this walkthrough. But for now we're gonna stick to a quality build. So I don't know what you guys have seen of late, but it's been a lot of new releases, different games, and the one was hyped around, pretty much hype around now is Battleborn and Overwatch. Battleborn is developed by the guys behind the Borderlands series, while Overwatch is developed by Blizzard Entertainment, the one who has the Warcraft and Starcraft series. Personally, I think I'm gonna go with Battleborn. I'm gonna get it maybe next week or something, because I'm a huge Borderlands fan. Love the universe and its artwork. So yeah. And in here you're gonna get yourself a surprise if you're not prepared. There's a lot of smaller rats, and it only implies that a big one is there too, so watch out for that big ass mother rat. To get the Bloodbite ring. And up here we're gonna open a shortcut to the second bonfire. See? And over there's where that giant hits with the great arrows. So yeah, Battleborn is definitely something I'm gonna try out, and I'll maybe do some videos of it too. What are your thoughts on these two new MOBA games? Would you go with Battleborn or with Overwatch? Give me some feedback in the comment section or a personal message. I'll be happy to try them both out. Once again, these guys kinda hard. They got a wide range and they hit like a truck. You first get stuck in their attacks. And yeah, that throwing attack is brutal as well. There's no use in kicking him. Oh man. How many hits does it have? It's like double as much stamina as me. So it seems we're gonna leave that guy alone, and we're gonna go around this corner to get ourselves some alluring skulls, I think. Just watch out for a couple of dogs. And next up we're gonna meet some new NPCs, and one of them is quite familiar from the earlier games. So here's the first one.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you'll go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time.
Some guy, that one, doesn't seem to love us unkindled very much. He spoke of some maiden, and we're gonna meet her in the next episode, where I'll round up the Undead Settlement and move on to the next area. And here we're gonna meet a well-known friendly face.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
So the answer to this lift is to touch it once and let it go down, and then you want to move on it again to go up. If you go down, you move on to the next area, and if you go up, we'll get together to the top of the tower, where we'll meet the creature we saw in the last episode with the binoculars. A familiar creature from Dark Souls 1 DLC.
Who are you? I help any time. I help any time.
So it looks like it's the same race as Hawkeye from Seal, the DLC from Dark Souls 1, who was a dragon slayer. And to proceed, we're going to go down, and we're going to jump off this lift. Just got to time it right. Ah, crap. So we're giving this a second chance, guys. There we go. And here we're gonna find our new onion bro.
Oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days, I went up the tower, so I thought. Then, anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
As you might have guessed, we're gonna take down that creature anyway. I'll use the ember. It can be pretty hard if you take him on your own, but Sigurd here is gonna give us a helping hand. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go.
Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd, take word of the Knights of Katarina right by your side.
He's a pretty cool character, this Sigurd, and you're gonna see a lot of him in this walkthrough. I have an ambition to complete his quest line, which is pretty cool. And the Katarina Knights have always been characters with cool personalities in all Souls games. So yeah, if you get Sigurd to like tank him, this guy can be pretty easy. And you get a fire gem for that.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. Your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
May the sun shine indeed. So thanks for watching this episode with me, guys. This has been The Limit of Londo. Thanks for watching and stay classy.